good to see. I'm great to be a part of this era of Twitch. When I was doing it about 2-3 years ago, when I ruined Bruce's career, it was fun, but it wasn't that fun though. Oh, they say all-time subs. All-time subs, come on y'all. Ain't no way I'm letting this bitch have more than me. Everybody stand. I passed you. DOK, I passed you. Bruce. I passed.
What y'all talking about, bro? You're dying. You're literally dying. You're dead. On God, you're dead.
How much you want to bet Bruce be bumping pink dreads? I know he do. I know he like, damn, that nigga got one. Boy. I'm cool off Bruce, cause Bruce was just like a wanna be him. You feel me? He was doing the same mannerisms and trying to be funny like him. But now that we got Solo and Nadi back, it's like, what's the point of having a Bruce?
I know Bruce ain't never made no 700 in a month.
He might have.
Oh yeah.
With cake.
Never had a conversation before,
I just
right?
hit 30K subs. DDG still at 700. Yo, chat. Thank you for the 30K.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, listen. I have a question.
You never been number 3. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't say nothing else. I'm not bringing that nigga up no more. My bad, y'all. My bad.
On you right now.
He worked his ass off for the 30K subs. I got double that in a month. Come on, man. It took Bruce's whole life to get that shit. Come on, man. No, I said it wasn't smoke no more, but it took your life to get it. Bruce, where are you? A week. Where's Bruce? You nigga is Bruce. Where is he? Do you know where he is?
How to make them fall off. DEO. DEO.
This is one person that I ended. If you DEO, I'll put these gloves on you right now.
I got a question.
What?
Why fall off?
To fall off is to lose a beef. Who's Bruce? A nobody. The reason me and Bruce started beefing is because he was doing a live stream with an artist named Lucky, correct? He was fucking Lucky, right? And after he got done doing that, Lucky was like, the chat, he was reading his chat and he was like, hey, they saying play DDG. Bruce was like, I'm gonna save you from that. I don't want you listening to his shit. I didn't know Bruce at the time. Never heard of him, never cared for him. But once I seen that, I said, okay, it's time. I've been beefing with him ever since. That's almost 2 years ago. Since then, Bruce has fallen off. Bruce has gone broke. Bruce has lost fans. We don't know where he is. He's doing one-off interviews, trying to get his clout back. It's unrevivable. You know why? Because I ended him. He was on a live stream with this dude, with this rapper Lucky, and Lucky was like, play DDG or something like that. That's what he read in the chat, and he was like, nah, I'ma save you from that. That's what Bruce said. Like, basically like insinuating DDG, we don't need to even mention his name. After he said that, I've been trolling him for like 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, I made him fall off. I ended his whole career. I get rid of folks.
So Bruce don't shoot no more?
Nope.
I don't want no more smoke. I'm done with y'all, man. I'm done trolling, man. I did what I had to do. I brought y'all back, man. Posting on Instagram and shit. I'm just trying to bring Twitch back. Even when I be like dissing Bruce and shit, it really be for the community. Everybody should be on stream, bro. Everybody should be on the Twitch, whatever the fuck. All should be on this motherfucker. Whether we beefing, collabing, whatever. It's just better, bro.
BruceDropEmOff disappeared. No stream, no tweet, no Instagram story, just silence. For months, he's been off the grid. And in internet time, that's an eternity. Most people assumed he quit, burned out, moved on, maybe even lost his clout. But the weird part? He's never really left, not from DDG's world. Because somehow, every few weeks, DDG brings him up again. During live streams, in interviews, on Twitter, even on other people's platforms. Sometimes he says he's done mentioning him. Sometimes he says Bruce isn't worth the numbers. But then a few days later, he's dropping his name again. And it's not like Bruce is taunting him from behind the scenes. He's said nothing. That's what makes this so strange. This isn't a feud, it's fixation. What makes someone with millions of fans, a successful music career, a growing YouTube empire, and a kid on the way keep going back to a guy who's not even online? That's the real story here. Because the deeper you dig, the more it starts to look like this isn't about Bruce at all. It's about DDG, and the ego that just can't let go. It all started with a joke. BruceDropEmOff was just doing what he always did, streaming, chatting, roasting, but then he said the line that would live in internet history, guns to the back of your head, name 5 DDG songs. It was classic Bruce. Quick, off the cuff, and casually disrespectful in the most hilarious way.
Chat.
Go to the back of your head.
Made 5 DDG songs.
What y'all talking about, bro? You're dying. You're literally dying. You're dead. On God, you're dead.
His chat lost it. Clips went viral. Memes were born. And just like that, a harmless roast turned into a moment. That meme wasn't just funny, it was devastating. Because the truth behind the joke, most people couldn't name 5 DDG songs. Not even fans. And Bruce knew it, but it didn't stop there. Not long after, Bruce was live again, this time on stream with underground rap star Lucky. When the topic of DDG came up, Bruce doubled down. Lucky casually mentioned he'd been hit up to work with DDG. Bruce straight up told him not to. "I'ma save you from that one myself." Let that sink in.
Lucky hopped on DDG track. Nah. I'm gonna save you from that one myself.
You don't
W.
I fuck with DDG.
Yeah, he just started hitting me up.
I don't fuck with his music. I'm just playing.
He messed up.
He told another artist on a public stream not to collab with DDG to save him from the music. It was brutal and hilarious and petty. And for the internet, it was gold. But for DDG, it was disrespect. Because unlike Bruce, DDG takes his music very seriously. He's built a whole brand around being a rapper, not just a YouTuber. And being clowned for it by a streamer no less hit a little too close to home. To fans, Bruce was just trolling. To DDG, it was war. And the scary part, the internet was siding with Bruce. DDG wasn't laughing. The internet loved the memes. Clips of Bruce's jokes were everywhere. On TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, people were reenacting the Name 5 DDG Songs challenge like it was a game show. But DDG? He didn't take it like a joke. He went live. And he snapped. In a heated rant, DDG called Bruce lame, accused him of meat riding, and said he was tired of people playing with his name.
I'm gonna save you from that one myself.
You don't
W.
Yeah, he just started hitting me up.
I don't fuck with his music. I'm just playing.
Then they gonna say, "I'm just playing." Like, what are you even saying that shit for? Shit lame as hell. Hella lame.
Nah, I fuck with brother.
All right, I got the guest star shit set up, so
Nigga just meat riding his guests and shit. Now he trying to disrespect another nigga. Like, I'm just tired of niggas playing with me, bro. Like,
The vibe wasn't troll energy. It wasn't playful retaliation. It was personal. And the more he talked, the more obvious it became. This wasn't just content. Bruce had genuinely gotten under his skin. It was a strange role reversal. DDG was supposed to be the bigger star, the musician, the businessman, the influencer. But Bruce, the streamer with nothing to prove, had all the control. Even when DDG tried to mock him back, it didn't land. Bruce wasn't pressed. He wasn't emotional. He just kept joking, grinning, trolling. Meanwhile, DDG was pacing, shouting, explaining himself to the internet like he had something to prove. And that's where everything shifted. Because DDG wasn't just responding, he was exposing. He showed the audience exactly how fragile his image really was. Bruce didn't have to win the argument. He didn't even have to be there. All he had to do was say less. And that's what hurt the most. It got serious enough that Kai Cenat and Your Rage had to step in. They hosted a live stream trying to settle things between DDG and Bruce. What started as a heated back and forth turned into a one-sided roast. Bruce kept clowning DDG's music, questioning if anyone could even name his hits. Meanwhile, DDG tried to act unfazed, but it didn't work. Bruce didn't yell. He didn't even sound pressed. That made it worse. DDG was on defense the entire time, trying to justify his music and image, while Bruce just laughed. The more DDG tried to win, the more it became clear this wasn't about jokes anymore. This was about ego. Then Bruce disappeared. He stopped streaming, stopped posting, went completely quiet. No one really knew why. No farewell, no drama, just gone. But here's the wild part. DDG kept talking. Live streams, tweets, interviews, his name kept coming up, even when Bruce hadn't said a word. At one point, DDG told fans not to mention Bruce unless the numbers were worth beefing over.
I ain't mentioning Kai's son no more. Stop. Yeah, if y'all put that nigga in my Twitter com again, until I see numbers that's worth beefing with, I don't want to say his name. I haven't been saying his name for a long time. And that's what made him do what he did. Until I see numbers that's beneficial to me, I won't speak about them. Okay, y'all? So stop. You're getting banned from the Twitter com if you bring that nigga in my point blank period. All right? Don't forget, I am the admin. Show me numbers before I respond.
And yet, days later, he was back at it, name-dropping Bruce during a stream with Adin Ross, asking for updates, wanting him to return, even saying he'd squash the beef.
Bruce!
No.
D-O-K!
No. Hey, Bruce, come back to streaming, bro.
Get interviewed.
No. Come on, bro. We should really come back after the studio and watch it together.
Call him.
He's not gonna answer me.
Call him.
He's not gonna answer, bro.
Bro, call him. I'll squash it with him right now.
You actually will?
If you call
You
him,
know
I'll
he's not.
squash
I promise he's not answering.
So much for moving on. Out of nowhere, Bruce popped back up in person. He was on stage at an ATL show with his boy Protect, both repping their Ball Hog collective. It was a small, underground set, the kind of low-key, tight energy venue that gives off Odd Future vibes. Then it happened. The crowd started chanting, DDG, DDG, DDG. Bruce, he just smiled and clapped. He didn't say a word. He didn't need to. That moment said everything. It went viral within hours. And DDG? Of course he saw it. Of course he responded. And of course, it was about numbers. After the ATL clip spread, DDG couldn't resist. He went live again and made it clear. He won't mention Bruce's name until the numbers are worth it. Translation? If you're not as big as me, you don't deserve a response. But here's the irony. Bruce had just dropped an interview with Kids Takeover, a channel that mostly covers underground creators. The video pulled over 200,000 views in days, one of their most viewed in recent history, all while Bruce wasn't even active. The numbers didn't lie. Bruce still had pull, and DDG knew it. That's why he kept deflecting with stats. Because deep down, this wasn't about metrics. It was about pride. Things got even messier when Doobie Bridge, DDG's brother, jumped in. During a live stream, Doobie sent a direct message to Bruce, threatening him over the ATL moment. He told Bruce to get his best homies and said, "We gonna do something when we see you."
Hey, Bruce, I see what you said at that concert. When you say we take personally, hope you're ready how we ready. Hope you're ready how we ready. You talking about get your best homies, tell them to come holler at us. Cause when we see you, we gonna do something. Keep it internet, nigga. If you wanna keep it internet, you keep wearing clothes and shut your mouth, nigga.
The internet clowned him instantly. Not just because it was corny, but because threatening someone on camera in front of an audience is the fastest way to catch a case. If anything ever happened to Bruce, that clip would be Exhibit A. This wasn't street beef. This was a clout war. And Doob's outburst didn't make them look tough. It made them look desperate. Here's the part that's hard to ignore. Bruce left, no drama, no clickbait, just walked away from streaming, and yet DDG still can't let go. Even while building his music career, even after becoming a father, even while climbing the YouTube ladder, he's still name-dropping Bruce, still looking back, still bitter. It's like Bruce isn't just a rival, he's a reminder. Of what? Maybe a moment when DDG wasn't in control, when someone laughed at him, and the internet laughed with them. If DDG really wanted to move on, he could have let his success do the talking. Instead, he keeps revisiting the past, because sometimes clout can't fix what's broken on the inside.